Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Venus. In the book of Judges chapter 6, we meet a man named Gideon who was chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of oppression from the Midianites. So the people were so afraid of the Midianites that they would hide under caves. And this is where the angel of the Lord met Gideon. He had been hiding, threshing wheat in a winepress. Then the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." And this was the call that Gideon received, instructing him to lead the Israelites in battle, free from oppression that they had been under. So Gideon had doubts of his own, but he was so unsure of his calling to save Israel. So what he did was ask God for confirmation. And we're going to read that in the book of Judges chapter 6, verses 36 to 40, and the sign of the fleece. Then Gideon said to God, "If you are going to rescue Israel through me, as you have spoken, behold, I will put a fleece of freshly sheared wool on the threshing floor. If there is dew on the fleece and it is dry all around the ground, then I will know that you will rescue Israel through me, as you have said." And it was so. When he got up early the next morning and squeezed the dew out of the fleece, he wrung it from a bowl full of water. Then Gideon said to God, "Do not let your anger burn against me, so that I may speak once more. Please let me make a test once more with the fleece. Now let only the fleece be dry, and there be dew on all the ground." God did that night, for it was dry only on the fleece, and there was dew on all the ground around it. So after Gideon received the call to lead the Israelites out from oppression, he was very unsure with himself. He felt unworthy, unqualified, and he even said that he was the least in his family. It also goes to show that God does not call the qualified, he qualifies the called. So Gideon was so unsure of this calling that he asked God for two signs. One sign where he wanted the fleece to be wet and the dry around it, and then the sign was reversed. God answered Gideon in accord, just to reassure him. So it just also goes to show that we have a patient God. So this message is for someone who is unsure of their calling. So if you're wondering, has God really been speaking to me and telling me that I should do this and do that? Or perhaps God has called you to be a minister, or to preach, or to teach, or to do something, that goes hand in hand with his kingdom, and you're not really sure, then this is where we need to have a personal relationship with God and ask him for confirmations. And Gideon's story is a perfect example of how God answered him with the confirmations that he had asked for in order for him to walk boldly in faith. We are human beings, so naturally doubt would creep into our minds, and we have a loving God who is patient with us. So if you're unsure of your calling, asking God for confirmations is one very important aspect that you should do. God is not going to punish you for asking for confirmations. He wants you to draw closer to him, and this is how he will speak to you and confirm it to you if you're asking God for specific signs in order for you to trend in the direction that he is leading you on. So this is just a reassuring story, and we can find the story of Gideon in the book of Judges chapter 6. It's a very inspiring story, so I just thought I'd share this today in case you are stuck in wonder what should I do? God, are you calling me to do this and to do that? And you're not pretty sure what to do because you're unsure if you heard God correctly. Gideon's story is a perfect example that you can approach God anytime and ask him for confirmations. He will meet you exactly where you are to give you the reassurance that you need. We have a patient and loving, kind God. Thank you for joining me, and stay tuned and stay blessed.